What if everything you think you know about this team is only half the story? Because behind every great football nation, there are moments of glory, hidden struggles, and decisions that changed history forever. And today, we are going to explore a question that millions of football fans around the world have wondered. Which team can stop Brazil at the 2026 World Cup? 5 World Cup titles, more than any nation on earth. Brazil doesn't just play football. Brazil is football. From the beaches of Rio de Janeiro to the grand stadiums of the world, the Seleção carries not just a yellow jersey, but an entire civilization's identity on their backs. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Brazil's last World Cup title came in 2002, over 2 decades ago. Since then, quarter-final exits. A humiliating 7-1 semi-final demolition on home soil in 2014, and more recently, a painful quarter-final defeat to Croatia in Qatar 2022, lost on penalties. For a nation that defines itself through football supremacy, every passing year without that 6th star feels heavier than the last. Now, in the summer of 2026, across the United States, Canada, and Mexico, Brazil returns, with a legendary manager, a frightening squad, and the weight of a nation's dream. Carlo Ancelotti has built a Brazil side with a more measured and balanced profile than the purely improvisational teams of previous cycles. His preferred shape, a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, uses patient build-up play to release the front three into high-value attacking zones. This is not the chaotic, emotion-driven Brazil of tournaments past. This is a disciplined, European-coached machine built around world-class individual talent. Vinicius Jr. continues a long line of Brazilian superstars, and he will be the magic maker at the 2026 tournament. Alongside him, Rafinha leads the charge, with Gabriel Magalhães and Marquinhos anchoring one of the most experienced defensive units Brazil has assembled in years. One of the more interesting aspects of this Brazil squad is that the goal-scoring burden no longer falls on a single player. Multiple players are capable of stepping up. But Brazil is not invincible, and the numbers tell a story the highlights don't. Defeats to Bolivia and Japan in recent months, the latter saw Brazil hold a 2-0 lead before conceding 3 times in 19 minutes, show that balance is elusive. There are injury concerns throughout the squad. Bruno Guimarães, Rodrigo, Lucas Paqueta, and Chelsea starlet Estevão, who was ruled out entirely in April. Brazil often dominates early, but leaves space when matches tighten. The question is whether they can manage the game when they stop flowing. That is the crack in the wall. That is where the right team, with the right tactics, can walk through. So who can actually stop them? Let's look at the genuine threats. Argentina, the defending champions. Argentina's edge is psychological. They approach tournaments with a level of belief that changes how they handle pressure. They've already proven they can beat this Brazil. Argentina defeated Brazil 4-1 in qualifying without an injured Lionel Messi. That scoreline should concern every supporter. France. Ranked among the top favorites by nearly every major outlet, France is many people's favorite for the crown in North America. Their depth and tactical flexibility make them a nightmare. With Mbappé and Camavinga, they possess the pace and structure to exploit Brazil's defensive gaps. Spain. Spain's advantage lies in control. Their current generation is comfortable managing games through possession, tempo, and structure. Against a Brazil side that can grow anxious when the game slows, Spain's suffocating style could be a perfect antidote. Morocco. Don't underestimate the Atlas Lions. They are actually Brazil's first group stage opponent. Morocco are compact and disciplined without the ball, fast and direct the moment space opens up. They were the story of Qatar 2022. A team that has already defeated giants in a World Cup setting is never simply a warm-up match. Here is what any team must do to stop Brazil in 2026. First, deny space to Vinicius Jr. He thrives on 1v1 situations. A disciplined double press can neutralize the most dangerous player in the tournament. Second, exploit Brazil's transitional vulnerability. The risk is protecting space behind advanced fullbacks when both wingers stay forward. Third, make Brazil manage a game under pressure late on. History shows they crack. They have done it before. They can do it again. This is bigger than football tactics. Brazil reaching, or failing, in 2026 matters to over 200 million people. It matters to the soul of a nation that invented Jogo Bonito, the beautiful game. It matters to the global story of football itself. Brazil's wait for another World Cup title is now stretching into a 3rd decade. The last time they lifted the trophy was back in 2002. That's a painful dry spell. Carlo Ancelotti was brought in for one reason: to end that drought. He has won it all in club football. But a World Cup? That remains the one that escaped him. Brazil arrive at the 2026 World Cup with a squad capable of winning it all. Ancelotti's structure, Vinicius Jr.'s genius, a defense built on European quality. But Argentina have the belief, France have the depth, Spain have the control, and Morocco have already proven that fairy tales are possible. The road to stopping Brazil is difficult, but it has been done before, and in the knockout rounds, where everything can unravel in 90 minutes. So the real question is, can anyone step up, find the blueprint, and finally deny Brazil their 6th World Cup title?